Vern Holbrook, a name synonymous with integrity in the small town of Ashton, a man known for his honesty and unwavering principles. Vern was the quintessential small-town realtor. He knew everyone, their families, their histories. He wasn't just selling houses, he was building dreams, brick by brick, closing deals with a firm handshake and a disarming smile. His word was his bond, a principle he held dear. Vern's roots in Ashton ran deep. His family had been there for generations, their lives intricately woven into the town's fabric. He was a pillar of the community, a constant presence at local events, his laughter echoing through the town square. His commitment to Ashton extended beyond his real estate dealings. He was a devoted husband, a loving father, and a loyal friend. Vern's life was a testament to the values he held dear: honesty, hard work, and an unwavering belief in the goodness of people. He believed in the inherent goodness within everyone, always willing to give the benefit of the doubt. Little did he know that this trust, this inherent belief in humanity, would be so tragically misplaced. His story, a tragic tale of betrayal and loss, would forever change the landscape of Ashton, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of its inhabitants. Daniel Blizzard, a newcomer to Ashton, arrived with an air of quiet confidence. He was a financial advisor, a shrewd businessman with a keen eye for opportunity. Daniel was drawn to Vern's warmth and genuineness, a stark contrast to the cutthroat world he was accustomed to. They met at a local charity event, a chance encounter that blossomed into an unlikely friendship. Vern, with his inherent trust in people, embraced Daniel. He saw in him a kindred spirit, someone who, despite their different backgrounds, shared his values of hard work and ambition. They spent countless hours together, sharing stories, dreams, and aspirations. Daniel, with his sharp intellect and financial acumen, quickly became Vern's trusted advisor. Vern's wife, Sarah, had her reservations about Daniel. She found him charming, yes. But there was a certain guardedness about him, a coldness in his eyes that belied his charming demeanor. She shared her concerns with Vern, but he dismissed them, attributing them to Sarah's natural caution towards strangers. Their friendship deepened, their lives becoming increasingly intertwined. Daniel became a regular fixture at family gatherings, his presence a testament to the bond he shared with Vern. As time passed, a subtle shift occurred in Daniel's demeanor. The initial charm he exuded began to wear thin, revealing a calculating and manipulative nature beneath the surface. He saw in Vern's success, in his unwavering reputation, an opportunity for personal gain. Greed took root, whispering insidious suggestions, corrupting the friendship they had built. Daniel began subtly manipulating Vern, exploiting his trust for his own financial gain. He steered him towards risky investments, promising exorbitant returns. Vern, blinded by his trust in his friend, readily agreed, unaware of the financial trap being laid. The investment soured, leaving Vern financially vulnerable, his life savings dwindling with each passing day. Daniel, sensing Vern's desperation, saw an opportunity to exploit the situation further. He proposed a life insurance policy, a safety net, he claimed, to protect Vern's family in case of an unforeseen event. Vern, desperate to secure his family's future, agreed, unaware that he was signing his own death warrant. The seeds of betrayal had been sown, and a sinister plan began to take shape in Daniel's mind. Daniel, driven by greed and a chilling lack of remorse, devised a plan as cunning as it was ruthless. He would eliminate Vern, cashing in on the life insurance policy and inheriting his assets. He recruited 2 accomplices, men with shady pasts and a penchant for violence, promising them a hefty sum upon completion of the task. The plan was meticulously crafted, every detail scrutinized to ensure its success. They chose a secluded location, a deserted hunting cabin on the outskirts of town, a place where Vern's cries for help would go unheard. The date was set, the plan set in motion, a ticking time bomb counting down to Vern's demise. The conspirators, bound by greed and the promise of easy money, embraced their roles with chilling detachment. They saw Vern not as a friend, a husband, a father, but as an obstacle to be removed, a means to an end. Their humanity had been eroded by greed, replaced by a cold, calculating ruthlessness. The day arrived, cloaked in a veil of normalcy that belied the sinister events about to unfold. Vern, oblivious to the danger lurking in the shadows, received a call from Daniel, inviting him to the hunting cabin under the pretense of discussing a business proposition. Ever the trusting friend, Vern agreed without hesitation. As he drove towards the cabin, a sense of unease washed over him. The woods seemed darker, the silence heavier, as if nature itself was aware of the impending tragedy. He dismissed the feeling, attributing it to stress, his mind preoccupied with his financial woes. He pulled up to the cabin, unaware that he was stepping into a carefully orchestrated trap. Hours later, a group of hikers stumbled upon Vern's lifeless body, sprawled on the cabin floor. The scene was gruesome, a testament to the brutality of the act. News of Vern's death spread through Ashton like wildfire, leaving a trail of shock and disbelief in its wake. The community was in mourning, struggling to comprehend the loss of one of their own. The idyllic tranquility of Ashton was shattered, replaced by a palpable sense of fear and suspicion. Vern's murder was a cruel anomaly, a violent act that defied the very fabric of their peaceful existence. The townsfolk, accustomed to leaving their doors unlocked, now eyed each other with suspicion, their sense of security irrevocably broken. Whispers of conspiracy filled the void left by Vern's absence. The circumstances surrounding his death were shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation and rumor. The police, their investigation hampered by a lack of concrete leads, found themselves navigating a labyrinth of dead ends and conflicting accounts. Sarah, grappling with the devastating loss of her husband, refused to believe that his death was a random act of violence. She knew Vern, his kind nature, his unwavering integrity. He had no enemies, no reason to be targeted. Driven by grief and an unyielding desire for justice, she embarked on her own investigation, determined to uncover the truth behind her husband's murder. The investigation took an unexpected turn when a witness came forward, a local store owner who recalled selling a hunting knife to a man matching Daniel's description just days before Vern's murder. The police, armed with this crucial piece of evidence, obtained a search warrant for Daniel's property. The search yielded damning evidence, the murder weapon, hidden in Daniel's attic, still bearing traces of Vern's blood. Financial records revealed a series of suspicious transactions between Daniel and his accomplices, confirming their involvement in the plot. The net was tightening, the walls closing in on Daniel and his co-conspirators. Confronted with the evidence against him, Daniel's carefully constructed facade crumbled. He confessed to the crime, revealing the chilling details of the plot and implicating his accomplices. His confession, a chilling testament to the depths of human depravity, sent shockwaves through Ashton. The man they had welcomed into their homes, into their lives, had betrayed their trust in the most heinous way imaginable. The trial of Daniel Blizzard and his accomplices was a media spectacle, drawing national attention to the small town of Ashton. The courtroom was packed, filled with a community eager to see justice served. Sarah, her eyes filled with a mixture of grief and determination, sat stoically throughout the proceedings, her presence a constant reminder of the devastating impact of their crimes. The prosecution presented a compelling case, meticulously laying out the evidence against the defendants. Witnesses testified to Daniel's manipulative behavior, his growing desperation, and his chilling lack of remorse. The defense, their arguments flimsy and unconvincing, attempted to portray Daniel as a victim of circumstance, a desperate man driven to desperate measures. The jury, their faces etched with a mixture of disgust and disbelief, deliberated for days before delivering a unanimous guilty verdict. Daniel Blizzard and his accomplices were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Their crimes deemed too heinous, their betrayal too profound to warrant leniency. Justice, though it could not bring Vern back, had been served. The trial may have concluded, the perpetrators brought to justice, but the wounds inflicted upon Ashton ran deep. The sense of betrayal, the shattering of trust, lingered like a persistent shadow over the once peaceful town. The community, forever marked by the tragedy, struggled to come to terms with the darkness that had infiltrated their midst. Sarah, her strength and resilience tested but not broken, emerged as a beacon of hope amidst the despair. She channeled her grief into action, establishing a foundation in Vern's name to support victims of violent crime and promote community healing. Her unwavering spirit, her commitment to honoring her husband's legacy, served as an inspiration to others. Ashton, slowly but surely, began to heal. The townsfolk, bound by shared grief and a renewed sense of community, supported one another. their resilience a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Vern's memory lived on, not in the shadow of his tragic death, but in the countless lives he had touched, in the kindness he had shown, in the unwavering belief in humanity that had defined his life. The betrayal of Vern Holbrook serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of trust and the devastating consequences of its violation. It highlights the dark potential that lies dormant within the human heart, the capacity for greed and deceit that can shatter even the strongest of bonds. Vern's story is a cautionary tale, urging us to be discerning in our trust, to recognize the subtle signs of manipulation, and to safeguard our hearts against those who would exploit our vulnerabilities. Yet, amidst the darkness, there is hope. Vern's legacy of kindness, his unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of people, serves as a beacon of light, reminding us that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the human spirit can endure. His story underscores the importance of community, of coming together in times of adversity, and of supporting one another through the darkest of times. The betrayal of Vern Holbrook is a story that will forever be etched in the annals of Ashton's history, a poignant reminder of the enduring power of trust, the devastating consequences of its betrayal, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. It is a story that compels us to cherish our loved ones, to be wary of those who would deceive us, and to strive to live lives defined by integrity, compassion, and an unwavering belief in the power of good to triumph over evil.